Hi, good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something that's inexpensive. I want to talk about something that's freely available, and yet all of us, almost all of us, don't utilize this one commodity which is made available to us. It's called your life force. It's called oxygen. The power of oxygen when it comes to your health is innumerable, the amount of benefits. When you meet with an accident or you're caught into some amount, when you fall, when you meet with an accident or anything to do with, the emergency room in a hospital, the first thing that they put onto you is oxygen. Because your vital organs require oxygen. Every one of those billion cells in the human body requires oxygen for survival. And I could tie oxygen to almost every imbalance that there is in the body, right from a cancer to hair fall, to diabetes, to cardiovascular problems, to the inability to sleep, to even weight gain and the inability to lose weight. And I'm going to explain exactly how that works today. But first, here's a little test. Right now, observe how you are breathing. Are you breathing to your full capacity? The answer in most cases would be no. Now take a deep breath, an inhale and an exhale. And that's exactly how the human body is designed to breathe. So before we even look at more treatments and more medications and all of that stuff, we need to look and see if our body is even getting the right amount of oxygen it's supposed to get for all of its hundreds and thousands of functions every single day. So today, I want to teach you a process called diaphragmatic breathing. Now, a lot of you out there do deep breathing. A lot of you out there do pranayama. In fact, pranayama is probably written on almost every single prescription I issue out every single day to people across the world. Because we need to learn this awesome and this scientific process of breathing. We need to learn how to train our bodies and our lungs to take in oxygen, release carbon dioxide, and we need to train our bodies how to utilize the oxygen that we breathe in. Because as we move through our chaotic day, all of us are breathing less and in the wrong way. So let's start off first with diabetes. I like talking about this subject because there are approximately 50 million people with diabetes in our country, India, right now. And that number is expected to go up to 80 to 85 million people in the next 5 to 6 years. And I would be happy if we could have a downward trend in these numbers rather than an upward trend. That would show that we're progressing, that would show that we're growing, and that would show that we are taking care of our lifestyle and our health. So diabetes, when we breathe the right way, when we start doing diaphragmatic breathing, which I'm going to teach you after the session, okay, what happens is your insulin beta cells improve, they strengthen. Now we all know that diabetes is a problem where your pancreas do not produce enough of insulin or your body doesn't use insulin the way it's supposed to use it. So when you strengthen these beta insulin receptors, your body is in a better position to produce more insulin or to manage insulin in a more effective way. And that can happen when we practice diaphragmatic breathing before your meals, after your meals, when you wake up, before you sleep. You don't have to do it all these times, but according to what you have, according to the gap that you see in your life and health right now, you could choose when to do that. But I'll guide you on that post this talk. The next thing, it reduces your carbohydrate cravings. So many people out there today have carbohydrate, sugar, and junk cravings. That's because our bodies constantly want sugar and carbohydrates because we have drops in our energy levels throughout the day. When you train your body to breathe the right way, deep belly, diaphragmatic breathing, your cravings automatically reduce. And here's a test for you to do. The next time you have a craving, fine, don't give in to it just yet. Just practice diaphragmatic breathing, which I'm going to teach you, okay? And you will see, I promise you, I guarantee you that your craving will become less or it may even just go away. The third point, and all of you know I'm very strong on this point, the quality of your sleep. We all know that sleep is the secret sauce to health and weight loss. Everything good happens while you sleep. And if we compromise our sleep or even a 1% drop in our level of sleep causes innumerable problems the next day. So diaphragmatic breathing before you sleep actually prepares your body for sleep. You have a better sleep cycle 1 and you have a deeper sleep cycle 4, which is absolutely imperative when it comes to your health. So people who have a problem falling asleep or people who have a problem with the quality of their sleep cycles, practicing diaphragmatic breathing over time will actually help you reduce that gap. We all know that everything starts from a cell. You were born from a cell. Every disease, every imbalance originates from a cell. And we're made of billions and billions of cells. So when we only treat a problem at a symptomatic level and we don't go and look at the problem or address the problem at a root cause level, which is at a cellular level, we fail to heal and we get sicker and sicker. Now, when you do diaphragmatic breathing, you ensure that oxygen reaches all of these billion cells. And oxygen is our life force. We all know that we can live without food for a while, we can live without water for a while, but we cannot live without oxygen for more than 4 to 5 minutes. And we all know that that oxygen needs to reach every one of those billion cells to perform all the functions required to keep us healthy, help us lose weight, keep our immunity strong, help us recover from diseases, and help us prevent diseases. So oxygen has the ability to increase the lifespan of every cell by cleaning it. The more you clean a toxic cell, the healthier you get. And oxygen improves that lymphatic flow. And the function of your lymphatic system is to decrease and wash out all toxins from you at a cellular level. Stress and anti-aging. The more you breathe, the more you produce that human growth hormone. And the human growth hormone, HGH, is what helps you lose weight, it's what helps you build lean mass, and it is also your anti-aging hormone. So the more that you breathe, the younger you look. It's an anti-aging hormone. Yeah, you can't reverse aging completely, but today most of us are aging much faster than we should be. So again, diaphragmatic breathing is your anti-aging pill. Your immune system, the more oxygen you get and the more oxygen you retain, which is why I keep constantly talking about training your body to breathe and utilize oxygen the right way. Well, diaphragmatic breathing helps to strengthen your T cell functions, which is your immunity, and your lymphocyte production, which is also your immunity. And these are levels that fall when people get cancers or people get sick with viruses or bacteria. And we use everything possible to try to sustain life, except utilize oxygen the right way, which has a direct positive impact on your immunity, which is why everyone suffering from cancer on my program has to undergo diaphragmatic breathing or some sort of pranayama that's designed for their condition and their body. And everyone out there should be doing this to strengthen your immune system. The feel-good factor. So many people today do not feel good naturally. Feeling good should come naturally to us. We shouldn't have to rely on that glass of alcohol all the time, or that cigarette, or all of these vices that we have to numb out pain and feel good about ourselves. We need to feel good about ourselves naturally, and that happens when we have the right amount of oxygen, because the right amount of oxygen produces the right amount of serotonin and endorphins, which naturally helps us feel good. So which is why when you exercise, why do you feel good? You produce endorphins, you produce serotonin. When you eat dark chocolate or chocolate, pure chocolate, it produces serotonin, which makes you feel good. So our body has the ability to help us feel good without having to become addicted or attached to any of the external vices that many, many people are attached to today. That's not reality, that's fantasy. It also improves your mental focus. The next time you feel groggy during a meeting, or you feel sleepy, or you feel tired, or you feel that your mental ability is decreasing, diaphragmatic breathing, 2 to 3 minutes, 4 to 5 cycles, and you will feel and you will see that your mental focus increases rapidly. And that brings me to meditation as well. So many people struggle with meditation because they feel that their minds are too restless. Well, before your meditation, when you start diaphragmatic breathing, okay, what happens is you move from the restless beta cell wavelength to the more relaxing and the more happier alpha and theta wavelength. And that's where meditation occurs. That's where your mind gets lesser and lesser restless. We're always mostly in a beta wavelength where we are restless, more in the present moment and more, open to what's happening around us. So when you do diaphragmatic breathing, which I'm about to teach you right now, that's exactly what happens. You move to alpha, you move to theta wavelengths where you're more calmer and you're in a better state of meditation. And stress, my favorite topic, because almost everyone out there is stressed. There's good stress that's acute, your stress levels go up and they come down, and then there's chronic stress, where our stress levels from the time we wake up till the time we sleep, they're constantly high. And we all know the damaging effects of high cortisol levels. High cortisol makes us put on weight in our abdominal region, our midriff areas. No matter how much we exercise, how well we eat, we do not lose weight if our cortisol levels are high. And when we have high cortisol levels, we have high estrogen levels. When we have high estrogen levels, that excess estrogen binds with thyroxine, and then we have low thyroxine levels, and then we have a thyroid problem, which inhibits us from losing weight the right way and causes a whole load of other issues, right from fatigue to falling hair to low immunity. So you see, everything's linked to your stress levels. The more we breathe, that's the beauty of oxygen. The more oxygen you take in, your cortisol levels start falling. So if you're extremely stressed right now and your cortisol levels are high, the quickest and most inexpensive way to bring down your cortisol levels is to breathe deeply. I have one more point, which is the impact of diaphragmatic breathing on digestion. But that's going to be a whole different video, which I'll probably do tomorrow or day after. I have a pending video on apple seeds and cyanide and B17 and all of that stuff that'll be coming up really, really soon. But before I end the session, as I promised, let me teach you diaphragmatic breathing. All of you are probably doing it already in your pranayama practice, on your breathing practice, but let's go over it right now. So you got to sit with your back straight. Okay, your spine erect, and you inhale slowly through your nose. You put your hand on your belly. This is diaphragmatic breathing. Most of us breathe the wrong way. When we breathe, our chest expands, but that's the wrong way of breathing. When we breathe from a diaphragm, what happens? Our belly has to expand. So now sit with your back straight, hand on your tummy, on your belly, and as you inhale slowly through your nose, your belly expands. Think of it as a balloon. When you put oxygen in a balloon, the balloon expands. So now you expand your belly, and then you hold your breath for 6 to 12 seconds at your own comfort level. And then through your mouth, you open your mouth and you slowly exhale from your belly. So keep your palm on your belly, and as you exhale, your palm moves towards your spine. Completely exhale, and then begin with the next inhale. So one whole cycle is an inhale with your hold for 6 to 12 seconds, and then a complete exhale. That's one cycle. We want to aim for 10 cycles in a day. Now, you can do this when you wake up and notice how energetic you feel. You may not even need that coffee. You may not even need that tea eventually. For people who have diabetes or people who have digestion problems, you may want to start with 2 or 3 cycles before you eat, and finish your meal 10 to 15 minutes later post your meal with 5 to 10 cycles. Now, if you aim for 10 cycles post your meal, 8 to 10 cycles post your meal, I can promise you your blood sugar levels over time is gonna get better. And you can try this. It's worked for like tens of hundreds of people who approach me with problems of high sugar levels, and this is one of the simplest ways to have control over your insulin and your blood sugar levels and your digestive issues. So end your meal with diaphragmatic breathing. Now, you can also do this before sleep and just check the quality of your sleep. You probably start falling asleep while you're even doing your 8th or your 9th cycle. The depth and quality of your sleep cycle also improves. So you can do this sitting up, or you can also do this lying down before you sleep. Lie down, put your palm on your belly, and do the same breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose, hold for 6 to 12 seconds, and then a complete exhale. Don't force your body through this. Do it gently. You may be able to hold for just 3 seconds, and then 4, and then 5. Go as per your own body comfort level. This is the power of diaphragmatic breathing. Whether you're sick, whether you're healthy, whether you're trying to prevent a disease, or whether you're trying to heal something, even if you're trying to lose weight, because you have more oxygen in your body. And what burns fat? Oxygen. Which is why when we exercise, we automatically start breathing and taking more oxygen, because oxygen breaks down and burns fat. And fat provides energy to our system. So please practice diaphragmatic breathing. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep. Have a good day, everyone.